I'd like to show you the new features of the VFLEX app. We've added a navigation bar to the bottom with some new choices. The first that we're going to show is inventory. Inventory stores information about objects that you use with VFLEX. Those are separated into two categories. One is devices and the other is power sources. Power sources are things that supply power to VFLEX, and devices are things that are powered by VFLEX. I'll show you the process for adding a new power source. So I have this Werewolf Mag Pack that I'd like to add to my inventory. I'll go ahead and hit new power source, enter the manufacturer, the name, which we'll call the 5,000 milliamp hour Mag Pack. I'm going to add a photo. I happen to have a photo of this in my library. I'll quickly reference the model number. It has a total output rating of 20 watts. We can check the box that indicates that this is a battery. It has a capacity of 5,000 milliamp hours. This battery has one USB-C port, and now we're going to go through the port scanning procedure. Press the scan port button. Follow the instructions on screen. This is asking to connect a VFLEX to the phone. We have a blue LED. We're going to enter the scan mode. Now VFLEX is in scan mode. We disconnect it from the phone, connect it to the battery. The green LED means that the scan process is done. Disconnect, connect back to the phone, and after it reconnects, the data is downloaded from VFLEX to the app. And now we can see the power supply capabilities for this Mag Pack. Save that to port 1. If you did have multiple ports, you would do this scan process multiple times for each port. This green lightning bolt icon at port 1 means that the scan is done and it was validated without any errors. So now our power source creation is complete. We can save it. And now if we look at our library, we have a 5,000 milliamp hour Mag Pack in our inventory. Now onto devices. I have this really cool wacky waving inflatable tube guy from the running press, and I'd like to add it to my inventory. So I can hit new device. The manufacturer is running press. Wacky tube guy. And then this time we're going to get a photo from a screenshot. I take a screenshot. I can crop that screenshot. Okay. Copy and delete. Now I go back to the VFLEX app, add photo, paste it from the clipboard, hit allow paste, and it adds the photo. Now I don't think this has a model number, so I'm just going to do guy. And I know that this is using a Type-C barrel connector, so I picked that from the adapter cable list. And here is my guy. If I read the label, it has a voltage of 9 volts. I'm going to go ahead and quickly snap a photo of the label as well. use that photo. I know that this has a current rating of 0.5 amps, which is also its normal operating current. And that's all the information that I'm going to enter for this device. So save it. Now if we go back to our inventory, we see that our wacky tube guy is in inventory. So now how do we use this information? We can go to the configure tab, and this first button is where we select our device. So now we see that we have the wacky tube guy. We can select it. It's asking to update the voltage from 5 volts to 9 volts. Yes, we'd like to do that. And then if we hit power source, the power sources are listed with these green compatibility badges. That means that this power source is capable of powering the device that's selected. So I'm going to pick my battery, and now everything is configured for VFLEX to power our tube guy. Disconnect it from the phone, connect it to the battery pack. We add our C adapter cable and plug it into our tube guy, and it works. Yay!